It's Saturday, March 14th, 5:29 a.m. Do you ever wake up really early in the morning and you're questioning yourself, literally? I do. I think about, I had some really good friends from when I was in high school, and somewhere along the line, just in the past couple of years, we had kind of a falling out, and my personality has changed, I know. So I wonder, is the reason for the falling out that I'm just not the same person I was in high school, and I'm literally not the same person, maybe. Heraclitus said if you step in the same river twice, it's not really the same river because the water's different the next time. I'm Dr. Chris McCord, Professor of Philosophy at Kirkwood Community College, and this is Deep as Flux.
There, that looks good.
I'm just thinking about you. I can't think of no others. Would you please describe in 3 words or less? Describe your 4 favorite colors. I only want you to love me, so everything will love you. But since you don't think that I'm coming,
So what Rita said is,
I'll be my sweet little hippie pig. Come on.
hey Rita, I'm kind of worrying.
About what?
Well, why do you think that happened with Greg and Tim and Jonathan?
That's, I don't know. They, okay. Well,
Yeah, don't worry about that.
they,
But do you think I'm not the same person anymore?
everybody's different every single day.
Well, why do you even think, why are you even the same person that you were?
I don't
Let's say
think
in
that.
high
I don't, I mean, I see what you mean. There's elements that could be the same, but we're not the same people we were. That's why people always talk about, wisdom comes with age, and maturity is helpful to people, and you'll grow out of it. Those are all things people say because they don't believe you're the same.
But what is the same about you? Let's say, what are the things that have stayed the same since you were in high school?
Well, there's nothing about me necessarily that would be the same.
Nothing?
And I'm glad.
But nothing?
Well, my voice, maybe? Even that changes. Your skin sheds.
puberty.
It's different. My bone structure, my gender, my ability to think. Maybe that's it. Like the way that I want to think. I've always wanted to think about things.
I don't know. Do you think I'm the same person since we got married?
No.
Not, but I don't mean it figuratively. I mean, am I literally the same person? I don't know what I mean.
No, I think there are elements about you that are the same, but no, you're not. You're not, because when your life experiences change, it molds parts of you to be bigger than parts of you were. Like,
Have I changed especially since the incident with a family member?
yes.
Since I had a falling out with family members?
Well, I think so. Yeah. I mean, you're more authentic. You're more honest. You can be. So you are.
Well, the reason, let me just hit you with this and see what you say. I thought about, like, with the coronavirus and all, here's a story for you. This would be a happy ending, but suppose that there was a virus that did everything the coronavirus did. It kills some people, doesn't kill others, preys on the old more than the young, and so forth. But over a number of years, it modifies, and by the year, I wish this weren't fictional, but it is, but by the year 2025, if you catch this virus, it has morphed and morphed and morphed. Every year it changes. So finally, it gets to the point where if you catch it, it increases your life expectancy if you're elderly by 10 years. Now my question is, we'll call that virus the one that increases, that it helps elderly people live longer, the XYZ virus. My question is that the same virus?
No.
But it's not the same at all. It's morphed into something else.
Yeah.
Well, I showed the students a video clip of me singing with Greg and Tim Sweet Little Hippie Pig back in 1980 something. Am I going to just accept what you're saying, that I've morphed into something completely different, that I don't even have core values?
Well, I don't know.
There's
Do
nothing,
you have
there's
core
no
values?
core.
I mean, you can have core values.
Yes, but the
and
core
still
values
morph.
came after I had a falling out with members of my family. I didn't have any before.
No, I don't think that's true. I don't think it's true that you didn't have any core values.
I'm worried.
I want you to love me, baby, though I pretend to love you away. But since you don't think much of me, there's one more thing you can do. Just be my sweet little hippie. Be my sweet little hippie.
The problem of persistence over time. What makes the two pictures below of the same person? Hypothesis 1. They have the same body. Objection. You could case a local high school for a few days and pick up a 16-year-old boy whose body is more like that of young Chris than old Chris's is. Plus, not enough cells have survived to make the bodies depicted in each picture the same. Hypothesis 2. They have the same memories. Objection. They don't. At most, they share some memories. Old Chris has forgotten many pre-high school memories. Young Chris has 0 of old Chris's post-high school memories. This is what I wanted to talk to you about, so I don't have to put the camera on you, but I'll just show. Can I get this in, Ethan, without... Can you hold that up to it just to show? So that's your character in what game?
Rainbow Six Siege.
Rainbow Six Siege? Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah.
Sick or six?
Six.
Oh, six. Yeah, that's true. Well, here's the question, Ethan. What I really wanted to ask you about it. You can come in, Lucy. That's fine. But just here or sit right there if you want to or whatever. But the question that I want to ask you is what do you think? Oh my gosh! You put your. Can you show that to the camera? Yeah, that you put your face on it. That's crazy. Well, that's really what I was going to ask you later today. But do you? Is how much? Now I don't know what the question is. Okay, is that character actually your identity? I mean, in other words, are you that character while you're playing the game? Are you as much that character as you are the person in the physical body? What is your thought on that? You really think you are while you're playing the game? Yeah, maybe that's all there is to it. So, who are you? Are you the person playing the game, or are you the avatar? Avatar means like Lucy. What, you know what it means?
It's like the character.
Oh yeah, the character. Oh, you do know. Yeah, So, are you the character in the game?
I think you're kind of both, because like, of course, like you're yourself in real life, but
yeah,
then, like, you know, you're like playing as that character in the game.
Oh, hey, you're ruining the video. While you are playing the video Deep Six Spacemen, who is more you? The body at rest on the couch, or the avatar fighting the space aliens? So, now I'm going to call my friend Jay. He was the manager of the band. I think I'm going to ask him the same question. The only thing about calling Jay is that when you call him, he pretends to also be a fictional character, Donnie. I don't know where he made that up, but so you kind of have to talk to two people. First, you got to talk to Donnie, and then to Jay. I'm calling him a guy about my own identity crisis who thinks he's two people, but hi, Donnie.
Yeah, what's going on,
Listen,
man?
is Jay there?
Oh, no, he's selling that milk.
Jay, drop the Donnie. I want to ask you a question. Am I still the same person, or did I change? I'm trying to figure out why I'm not in the band anymore, why I don't get along with 3 out of 4 of my friends. So, can you please just give me an answer?
You changed? No, I don't really think you have. You're still the same old McCord from high school.
Thanks, Jay. I'll talk to you later. One theory of personal identity is that it's all tied up with the body. But I don't have the same body that I had when I was in high school. Back then I was young, thin, and gorgeous, and optimistic. Now I'm old, fat, bald, ugly, kind of bitter. So, what about memories? Well, that could be it. It could be that I'm the same person because I share common memories with the old Chris McCord from high school. The problem with that is I've forgotten probably 80 to 90% of what happened then. But even if that number is higher, the me from high school had 0 of the memories that I have now. I mean, that I've had since high school. And if you want to say that the reason I'm the same is because there are a few brain cells that didn't die. There are a few brain cells that went along for the whole ride. Well, I'm just not buying it. That's not who I am. I may be a lot of things, but I'm not 3 neurons. Ask your science teacher if you want to know more about it. You know, David Hume's answer to all this was a lot like Rita's. Hume said that there really was no underlying substance. There's just a bunch of experiences we have. When I was in high school, I was experiencing singing in the band and playing guitar. Now I'm experiencing driving a van to Beverly Park. But there's not really any connecting thread between those different experiences. I experienced the butter cow at the fair. I experienced Kirkwood Community College, learning for your lifetime. All of these different experiences aren't really connected. That's what David Hume thinks. If a thing cannot possibly be experienced in principle, we cannot legitimately call it real. Unicorns, leprechauns, and supernatural witches cannot be experienced even in principle, so we should not believe that they are real, and we should regard them as superstitions. But when you consider your actual experience, you only experience things such as trees, other people, computer screens, cell phones, and emotions, anger, joy, boredom, and I could add the things you imagine, like you might imagine a one-eyed hippopotamus. But you do not and cannot experience anything like an underlying self. You only experience your experiences, your imaginations, and your memories and emotions. You don't experience anything like an underlying self. Therefore, we cannot legitimately call the self real. So there is not an underlying self or unifying self that endures over time. In other words, there is no personal identity over time. Then there's Jean-Paul Sartre. And who knows what he thinks. Sartre's idea is a lot like Hume's, except he thinks we create our ego. We construct who we are as an object. So, really, if I become a bitter person, it's because I engage in lots of grouchy and angry experiences, and then I connect them together, or others connect them together to form me as a bitter, cynical, even an old person. Sartre really thinks we're completely free. Everyone has radical freedom to create who they are. And Sartre says if you deny that that's the truth, you're in what he calls bad faith. You're lying to yourself. Maybe I'm lying to myself about something. Sweet little lies. It's a possibility. It's possible. So now I'm out here at Ellis Park. I didn't quite make it to Beverly. It's like 34 degrees out here at 2:30 p.m. and there's seagulls flying around. Don't they know they should go further south? Oh, crow. Sounds like the end of that Don Henley song, End of the Innocents. Maybe that's really what this is all about. You see, I'm the jerk. I let my ego get the better of me, and I wanted to control the band too much, and I wanted Tim and Greg and Jonathan to be like my concubines or whatever you call it. So they got fed up. I acted terribly one too many times, and they kicked me out. And they should have. They were right, because I was the jerk. That's the truth. The sweet little lie is that I don't know why I'm out. The truth is, I know exactly why I'm out. Am I the same person that I was before? I don't know the answer. But philosophy is not about knowing all the answers. It's about asking the questions. Those birds, they don't worry about if they're the same bird that they were when they were a little duckling or baby seagull or baby crow, baby hawk. I don't know what that is. I think that is a hawk. Maybe it's better just to be glad to be here while you're here and not worry so much. You know, things do change. I'm lucky. I've got a lot of things going for me. You can't expect things to stay the same forever. Maybe it's good just to keep those memories that you do have and make some good new memories. You don't have a choice other than to be bitter and grouchy and make other people miserable. You can't undo your mistakes. You can't unring the bell, but maybe you can go forward and do a better job. Not much of an answer to the problem of personal identity. I'll be the first to admit it. Sue me. And maybe the friendship's not totally gone. Greg and Tim did send me one of their Nolo and Floyd CDs. But you know what? I was so jealous and bitter and angry, I didn't even listen to it. Why should I, thought? Hey, look what I got. It's a CD. You know, to turn over a new leaf, I think I'm going to listen to it now. Let's see. Out with the Bieber and in with the Nolo and Floyd. Good. That's damn good. You know, maybe I need to just quit worrying about personal identity and enjoy the music. See you next time.
Walk me from the furnace. There's no reason why my body's turned to ashes. It's time to say goodbye. Walk me down the trail, past the rocks and bamboo. My soul left long, long ago, but my spirit walks with you. And it was always meant to be, since the time of my birth.